You know, we've been talking about these guys all week: Cam Ball, Xavier Sorey, Taylon Green, and Coach Pittman. We got a chance to hear from Pittman a little bit. We're getting a chance to talk with Arkansas defensive tackle Cam Ball now. And Cam, first thing we got to start with, obviously, you had a significant moment in your life. Your dad passed away just within the last month. You have an infectious personality. You're a guy that teammates like, say glowing things about. I would guess you got a lot of that from your dad, didn't you?
Man, it's to this day that unfortunately, I haven't reached out to the people that reached out to me because I got so much love, from people in the state in general, from fans to teammates to teachers to everyone, and even back here in Atlanta, in regards to my father, man, it was just so much love, and I'm just so thankful, for all the lives that I've impacted and all the people that reached out to me, just that it means a lot when I have all that, not necessarily attention, but all that love and support, just because of who I am and, the person that my father was as well. So it was a surreal moment. It's still surreal to this day, man. I was a little teary on the way to the facility, before we took off, because on a moment like today, my father would have sent me a video or a paragraph about how proud he was of me. So, it was, but I know he's here in spirit, and that's why I got this little pendant, man, to have him on with me, because he told me for when we found out the news about me being here that he doesn't care how he gets here, if he's dragged or in a wheelchair, it doesn't matter. He wants to be here, and I'm going to have him here with me.
That's awesome.
What have you learned about yourself since his passing?
Just my growth and maturity. I have to be there for my mom. My parents were together for 44 years, married for 39. So.
You're the man of the house now.
Yeah, my brother, he's a little older than me. He's holding it down for us here in Atlanta while I'm gone. But, just...
Older brother or younger brother?
Older. I'm the baby. I have an older sister and an older brother. But, just trying to handle things, from Arkansas, with the constant check-ins with my family, my mom, making sure her mental is good and constantly praying for her.
Hometown here in Atlanta. What's it mean for you to represent your team? Not only as a guy who's stuck with this team, but then to be here at Media Days representing your team in your hometown.
Man, this means the world. Like, this is so cool. This is a full circle moment. I went to high school 12 minutes from here. Grew up here. I've been in this city all my whole life. And to just, have a full circle moment of coming back here, man, and not only representing my teammates, but representing the whole state of Arkansas in general, man, it's a great moment.
So I had the varsity for the first time ever last night. Where do you go when you go to the varsity? You're kind of shaking your head, not your scene.
So growing up, that was the main attraction, the tourist spot, in my opinion. The varsity, walk a dog, you get you some hot dogs.
What do you have? What do you have? What do you have?
Walk a dog, walk a dog. I think you got to try the little orange, little sherbet, milkshake.
All right.
If you haven't, that's good. But I'm not a big fan of the varsity anymore. My go-to when I'm here is American Deli.
American Deli.
Deli.
That'll be on our list next time. He pointed out something, being a kid, again, Atlanta guy and stuff. One of the things I've heard you speak openly about is Arkansas obviously started recruiting you and then stayed committed to you, and in turn, you've shown the same commitment.
Yeah.
I listened to you. I was right behind you after the Liberty Bowl. You kept saying this one thing: we have all we need. And that was what Pittman talked about prior to that game, and you were just echoing that same statement.
Yeah.
In today's world of college football, there's a lot of guys that come and go. Obviously, there's different scenarios, but why have you stayed put?
Man, just because I'm a loyal guy. My high school, that's 12 minutes away from here, Tri-Cities High School down in East Point, Georgia.
Mm-hmm.
My freshman year, we went 3-7. Sophomore year, we went 1-9. Junior year, we went 0-10. And my senior year, we started out 4-0. Finished the season 4-5. We were supposed to have 10 games, but because of COVID, they canceled one game. And outside of all that, I had 42 Division I offers, and I put a lot of my teammates, in contact with colleges, and put them on. And I wanted to be a legend coming out of my school. And loyalty, I've always been big on it. My father always taught me that, don't run from things when things get hard, and stay down for the come up. And my mom always tell me, good things come to those who wait, and that's what I did in my high school. So just having that, mental aspect as I went to Arkansas, because I had 4 head coaches in 4 years in high school.
Yeah.
So when I got to Arkansas, and I came to Arkansas before NIL, when we was staying in the dorms, before the nature and of college football has shifted. So I came to the school because of the coaches and because of the program. I didn't come because of NIL or anything else. So it was like a no-brainer to me, and just all the relationships that I built and all the people that I met and all the lives I've impacted in the state of Arkansas, man, it's no reason for me to leave.
Yeah. You speak of impact, you also impacted some kids' lives recently.
Yeah.
Did a free camp back home. What was that experience like?
Man, this is my third year hosting my youth annual free football camp, man, and it was raining. It was pouring raining, and I could have called it. I could have canceled the camp. And then, so this year, I had a bigger budget with the camp. So this year, the kids were able and fortunate enough to not only leave with shirts, but shorts, have backpacks.
Let's go.
Goodies in the backpacks, free food. And there was a parent that came up to me about where to change, where her son needs to change at for the shorts. And I was like, well, the bathroom is packed. Keep in mind, it's raining. I was like, the bathroom is packed. Just go in your car and change his shorts. And she told me to my face, she looked me in my eyes and said, well, we took the train, we took the bus. So that hit me, and I was like, okay, this is bigger than me. I can't cancel the camp. I'm doing this for a reason. God has placed me on this earth, and he has placed this spirit of giving back, and he has instilled it into me for a reason. So, yeah. Man, it's any way that I can impact a kid's life or anybody's life, especially in my community, because I know a lot of people where I'm from here, that has got to the point where I am in life or even bigger and just forgot about us,
Arkansas defensive tackle Cam Ball with us here on the Morning Rush. Let's talk about your career, not necessarily on the field, but just talk about the life of a college football player over your 5 years and the change. You've come out of COVID. You've seen NIL come in, the transfer portal. The dynamics of the locker room have to be so different. But I counted 20 transfer players on the defensive roster, if I got that right. Give us some reflection on what it was like when you came in as a freshman and kind of what the drill was versus what it is today in your final year.
Man, when I came in as a freshman, I was, that was my first taste of freedom. So I was like all the young guys now, man, partying, going out. Wasn't really focused too much on football, I can't tell you. But my freshman year, I was on scout team, and I was kind of getting down on myself, beating myself up about, man, I was the man where I was from. Now I look around, and it's 50 other mans, you know. So that was a humbling experience. Didn't have NIL. We just had a stipend that we had to live off of and stand in the dorms, had a meal plan. And, I got a taste of what the real college life was like. But now to this day, man, fast forward 5 years later, graduated, got my degree. That was the main goal. So now I'm in grad school, trying to pursue other things. And, man, really, I can't say this has been a cool, fifth year thus far. Just it's been like a decline in just really mainly focusing on school and ball.
And less schoolwork though, right?
Yeah.
In year 5? Yeah. So more time for the barbecue business?
More time, I was the business was supposed to be booming and jumping, but then my father had passed away. And he started this. I got the whole concept and learned everything I know from my father.
That's cool.
Ball's Barbecue. My dad used to cater events here in Atlanta for football camps and stuff of that nature, church events, and I'll just tag along with him. He'll give me $20 to help him load and unload the charcoal grills on the back of his truck. So I was tagged along, and then I started to become a little more intrigued. I wanted to figure out how to light the grill, how to season the meat, how to watch it cook, watch it simmer, do things like that to help perfect my craft. And when I got to college, I got tired of eating out, so I just wanted to cook for myself. And then I had some guys over one day, and they was like, man, this is really good. And I'm like, okay, maybe I got something going here.
Yeah. So what's your favorite thing? Is it ribs? Is it a pork butt? Is it a brisket? Is it grilling a steak? If you're gonna roll out your A game, what are we gonna have?
My A game. Oh, my ribs.
All right.
That's
what's the secret?
I can't tell you the secret.
Yeah, well, come on, it's just us.
I can't tell you the secret. I just my ribs. I recently purchased a smoker, man, a little pit boss, little stand up.
Pellet or wood?
No, it's pellet.
Pellet. No.
Pellet. I'm old fashioned.
He knows his stuff. You guys would get along. Really
we
well.
were talking about it earlier.
Yeah,
He was telling me about how he injects his pork bucks and stuff of that nature. But Man, I'm a rib guy.
The key is, as Cam told the world last year, you got to moisturize the meat.
You got to keep the meat moist.
You got to moisturize.
I got to ask about that because we played that soundbite. It's in rotation. Obviously, you're in a locker room on a daily basis.
Oh, you had to catch hell over it.
Have you lived it down yet?
I haven't. Okay. Look, it really died down for a little bit,
okay.
but now it's gonna pick back up. But I don't care.
You just embrace it, right?
I might put that on a shirt, man.
Yeah.
Balls Barbecue, where it's gonna be on the shirt. It's gonna say Balls Barbecue, either where we moisturize our meat or we keep our meat moist.
Yeah. Tell us about T. Will and playing for him on defense, and also, you know, we talked about the number of transfers, 20 of them on. How do you integrate all of that?
Man, just spending time with each other off the field. Not more so just football in general, but just doing team bonding activities off the field, and you know, just getting to know the guys. And necessarily after the first few weeks, you don't call them transfers, you call them, you know, your teammates. And after the first meeting that we have, Coach Pitt says he makes all the transfers and all the new guys stand up and they introduce themselves, they say where they're from and all that. And then after that, Coach Pitt says you guys aren't transfers anymore, you're family, you're teammates. And we lock in from there. But
all we have is all we need.
I don't know who said that, but hey.
Sam Pittman.
Yeah. Sam Pittman and Cam Ball.
Yeah.
But, man, and then when it comes to Travis Williams, man, Coach T. will have you ready to run through a brick wall before a game, man. I tell you, I know it was one time last year before a game, man, he pulled out pictures of all of our family members or all of our loved ones and who we lost. And, you know, it was just, I was like
yeah,
okay.
Coach,
like,
yeah, Coach.
Yeah. Now, Coach T. Will, he's a family man. You know, our whole defensive staff, they're family guys. So it's just, we love going to practice. We love coming to work and love playing up under them.
Let's end it on this. Final season. What are some personal goals? What are some things you hope the team achieves? How do you want to go out as a Razorback?
I just want to be known as, you know, this big laughing guy off the field, but this monster mean man on the field. And, you know, my goals are just simple, man. You know, my goals are just simple, to win, you know, and help my teammates get better and allow my teammates to help me get better. I really don't have any goals, man. Whatever God has in store for me, whatever his plan is for me, he can use me like a vessel, man. So that's really my goal.
I got some big games this fall, Cam. We're looking forward to watching this team less than 50 days. Excited to see you're a part of it once again, man.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you guys for having me, man.
BetOnline continues to be your number one source for all your sports betting action. And with baseball in full swing and football season right around the corner, BetOnline has more ways to stay in on the action with the latest odds, news, and scores, even live in-game betting. From MLB, UFC to tennis and NFL futures, BetOnline remains your choice for sports wagering information. In between games, head over to the BetOnline Casino with all the top Vegas-style games, including poker and live casino. Head to the website today and take advantage of their industry-leading VIP program with level-up bonuses and weekly cash boosts. Bet online. The game starts here.